What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video, and today it is finally time that we do the August edition of the 2022 Senate prediction. That is right, folks, it's time for more prediction videos. It's been a little while since, we had the primary a couple days ago, had to do the postmortem video, etc. And this may be the only prediction this week because, well, there's a primary this week, obviously, or next week. So, who knows? But I for sure have this video done this week. Hopefully the governorship later this week. Just kind of hard with the primaries, but hopefully it gets all done. So, we're gonna have the Senate prediction today, and yeah. Now, before I forget, of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes. Of course, go follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. Also, join the channel today. That is right, folks, for only 10 cents a day, you can join Real American Politics. I think it's a good deal. You help support Real American Politics and, well, have a good feeling in your heart. But if you really want to help Real American Politics even more, for $5 a month, you get a good feeling in your heart and you get a shout out at the end of each video. I think that's a good deal, and I recommend you join the channel for those perks. Alright, let's get right to the Senate prediction. No bullshit, let's get into it. So, let's start with all of the for sure, no matter what you do, these states are going safe Republican. There's really not much to say here. Iowa, that's going safe Republican. Look, the polls are showing it closer, but again, these polls have always had a Republican, or I should say Democrat bias, especially during the summer. I mean, look at 2020. I mean, Democrats were winning the generic ballot by like 10 points. That's the type of crap we're saying. Or seen, I should say. So these people saying Chuck Grassley's within 10. I think he wins by 15. I don't think he wins by like 30. But I do think he still wins by a safe margin. Now for the Democrats, of course, that's kind of easy. Illinois, that's just a dumpster fire. I'm just going to ignore that whatsoever. Maryland, New York, Connecticut, and the state of Vermont. So these are the states that no matter what you do, no matter what happens, they're going to go safe Republican or safe Democrat. So we have 11 states that, you can make the argument, could be within 10 points. But I do think there is another Republican state that I think you could put safe. Wisconsin. Look, the Democrats elected the most unelectable candidate. The electability argument's usually bullshit. But in this situation, when you got Mandela Barnes as the nominee, it's going to be like a 9-10 point victory for Ron Johnson. That's exactly what's going to happen. Mandela Barnes, he has no base. I mean, when people start hearing what he said about, white people in a state that's, 90% white? Yeah, let's see how that goes. I mean, essentially blaming old white people for problems, it's like, what are you doing? It's not going to build over well, and outside of the deepest parts of Madison, right, and maybe the white parts of Milwaukee, ironic, I know, he's going to get crushed across the state. So Wisconsin, in my opinion, for the Senate race at least, is safe Republican. Ron Johnson has run a good campaign here, and Mandela Barnes has just been a disaster. So safe Republican in Wisconsin. So that's kind of the safe Republican states. Wisconsin, you can make the arguments within 10. I see being safe, I mean, Barnes is going to get absolutely crushed here. It's not going to be close whatsoever. So Wisconsin, safe Republican. So let's actually go West Coast to East Coast and do, a little bit of predicting. Washington. I'm a bit less confident about Washington now, especially after the primary stuff. The turnout, wasn't the best. Now, some of the swing districts in Washington, Republicans turned out like crazy. But so far with statewide results, Democrats have like 55% of the statewide vote. And that's going to narrow, I think. I think it'll narrow by like a couple points or so. So I think it's still going to be within 10. Just, I don't know. I think it's going to be, it was kind of a wish cast, I think. I mean, a couple months ago was possible. It is possible right now, but I just got to see something more. And hopefully with the rest results trickle in, we're going to see the state, for the primary turnout look better for Republicans. Will it? We just got to see. But Washington, in my opinion, will be like a 9-10 point victory for Democrats. But who knows? We still got to see what the national environment really is this fall. Nevada. Laxalt's going to win. I don't think I got to say much. Like, these people saying that, Democrats going to win Nevada. The Democrat Party, there's collapsed. They're done. They've utterly imploded. I mean, they're potentially going to lose all the House seats in Nevada. They may lose the state legislature and the governorship and other statewide officials. Yeah, that's not going to go too well in Nevada. And I think overall Republicans had great turnout there. And they have all the energy between Adam Laxalt and America First Warrior, who, again, people say, oh, MAGA and America First is unelectable. Yeah, look at Nevada, right? One of those swing states, purplish states, that's trending Republican. You need an America First warrior like Laxalt to win the state of Nevada. And he's going to win this fall. He's going to win by like 3 to 4 points. And we're going to have another phenomenal senator, all right, in the Southwest. Also, Arizona. Already, Blake Masters is pivoting perfectly, all right? He's talking about the issues that his bread and butter is. Economics and the family. He's already pivoting about it. And that's a strength, all right? Maybe you could say, oh, the election stuff will hurt him. I don't think it will. I don't think it helps candidates, but you know what? He's not talking about it since it's the general election. We've already seen it. His first ad is focused on, families and stuff. So Blake Masters will win by like 2 to 3 points. People saying Mark Kelly's going to win. He's not necessarily popular in Arizona. I don't care what these fake polls by, these polling for progress, whatever they're called, a Democrat pollster. Mark Kelly's not the most well-liked in Arizona. And with the economy falling to shit, especially, this fall, we're already seeing the labor market just collapse. It's going to get worse for Democrats in a state like Arizona. This is what people need to understand. The economy is going to get worse. It's a matter of time when, right? It's not if, when. And it's starting to look more and more like September or October is when the dam's going to burst. That's when the economy is going to go into complete free-for-all. So hopefully hopefully with that, Republicans are able to capitalize that and, pick up a state like Arizona. They're going to. It's a matter of how big of a victory. Colorado. Likely. Republicans may have picked the best overall candidate there, Adaya is not, the best on the issues, but he's the only one I could realistically see winning Colorado. He's kind of cringe on some issues like immigration, but what are you going to get from Colorado? Like, seriously. But he is putting a lot of money in the race, and Bennett usually does not perform well. For some reason, Bennett does not perform well at all. It doesn't matter for the blue wave, 2016 or whatever. He doesn't perform well for some reason. It's kind of a strange phenomenon. Ohio. Guys, these polls, I'm telling you, ignore polls from Ohio, especially this early. Do people forget what happened in 2020? Trump's going to lose with Ohio by 4. He ended up winning it by 8. And that's right before the election. And we're having these polls that have Tim Ryan up by like 2 points. That's not going to happen. Vance is going to win by like 8 to 9, maybe 10 points, especially in a red wave here. He's going to win Ohio. These people saying he won't are complete idiots. So Ohio is like your Republican. Just stop this nonsense of, oh, Vance is not going to win. Florida, that's easy. Borderline safe. Again, it depends on it's going to be dummies, obviously, but it kind of depends how, the other elections go, like how Ron DeSantis does. If he wins by like 10 or 11, Marco Rubio is going to win by like 10 or 11 as well. So we just got to see what the governorship elections are. But I think Florida, either way, like a 9-10 point victory for Rubio, similar to Ron Johnson, Wisconsin. Just I think Ron Johnson, going to do better because, look who he's going against. Mandela Barnes. Not good whatsoever. Georgia. It's gonna be closer than I originally thought. It's gonna be like a 3-point victory for Walker. Again, these polls. Do I have to explain myself? According to these polls, they have Kemp, running like 12 points ahead of frickin' Walker. That's not gonna happen. In no universe, in a state like Georgia, you're gonna see that much ticket splitting. Maybe a point or two, maybe, but not 12. You're kidding me. Alright? I mean, seriously, these people that really believe this nonsense Kemp's gonna do like 10 points better. Yes, Abrams is a weak candidate, but they're gonna run like 2 to 3 points, within each other. They're not gonna, run 10 points different. So I think George, in my opinion, lean like 2-3 point victory for Walker. People need to understand that while he said some things that people may say is, not good, he's still actually campaigning. Warlock, not so much. He's kind of just sitting there. And you gotta see, that's gonna bode well for Walker, that Walker's actually campaigning. He's talking to voters, barnstorming the state, while Warlock, I don't know where he is. So, Georgia, in my opinion, lean Republican. North Carolina, I don't think I gotta say much. Ted Budd's gonna win there. People that really think Ted Budd's gonna, be within 2 points, they're stupid. Right now, he's gonna win by like 5 points. He's going against a pretty bad Democrat. Couldn't win in 2020. I don't know how in a statewide race. Like, how is that possible? I don't know. Especially in 2020 when locally North Carolina kind of was a couple points left of where Trump got. It's like, how do you lose that election when you have a governor like Roy Cooper? It's like, how do you lose a local election and as North Carolina's a Democrat that year? It's kind of weird what happened, but North Carolina, likely Republican. Oh, the one that people are talking about the most. Pennsylvania. Again, do I have to say anything about the polls? These people believing these polls need to realize what happened in 2020. And you look at the crosstabs. What's happening, alright, according to these polls, is Republican voters are not going to vote for Oz. Bullshit. They may not admit it, but they're going to vote for Oz. They're going to vote for Oz. Sure, they're not going to vote like as much as Mastriano, but people need to understand that Oz is going to win Pennsylvania. Fetterman's not campaigning whatsoever. I don't know where he is. I still think he can't walk properly because of the heart issue. So, these people need to understand. Oz is going to run it up in the suburbs. That's kind of his strategy, do good in the Philly suburbs. While Mastriano, I think, bails him out of the rural part of the state. Even then, Fetterman's not campaigning on issues that matter to voters. Well, Oz is on the ground actually campaigning. So I think Oz wins by like 1/4 to 1/2 point. So there's that in Pennsylvania. New Hampshire. I'm only going to put this lean Democrat, or I should say tilt Democrat for now. It depends who the candidate is. If it's Bolduc, probably lean Democrat. If it's anybody else, like Chuck Morse, it's probably tilt the lean Republican. So, as of now, I'll just put it in the middle, tilt Democrat. And there it is, folks, the 2022 Senate prediction. I still have Republicans at 53 Senate seats. Again, these polls, do people not learn from history? Do not believe polls, especially this early. Look, you can look at some of the crosstabs and stuff, but these people that really believe, J.D. Vance gonna lose Ohio. Nonsense. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes, of course, go follow the mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.